Hey, y'all, we are live. Welcome to the Professionals. We have Daniel Frega Boom, what's up? We have Aaron Solo. He's not righty anymore. He's Solo Lopresti. And then we have Andy First Man Smith and Graham Nolan. And of course, I am Sexy T. It's my channel, and I will be hosting this bad boy. Yeah, Billy was going to be hosting today. But he is in fulfillment on his she campaign. So we all actually looked the other way and forgave him, except for Aaron.
Yeah.
Aaron is he's
no excuses. No, Aaron, no tolerance, Lopresti. That's where I'm gonna go change my name.
It's Aaron hard ass Lopresti.
There you go. Okay.
It's right. Aaron low T Lopresti. I mean no T. No tolerance, no T.
Oh yeah, he said low T.
It's harsh.
I got plenty.
It is harsh.
Got plenty of tea. Still.
Hey, Aaron. Andy just called you a woman. What are you gonna do about that?
Well, I'll run into him at a con at some point, and revenge will be sweet. It's a dish best served cold.
You feeling lonely, Art, with your fucking beautiful hair?
This is my $40 hair freaking cut, man. I've never paid that much money for a haircut.
What's a haircut? What is that?
Yeah. You know how much I spent?
I spent 10 minutes with my clippers. That's what I spent.
You know what I spent? I saved $275. I did the math.
Dude, I'm serious. My wife
for one haircut or for the year?
For the year.
For the year.
Oh,
yeah, my wife will like say, "God, you buy so many comics, blah blah blah," and I go, "I'm sorry, how much is that hairstyling you do once a month that I never do for 25 years?"
Yeah,
right.
I saved up so much money.
Yeah, well, I don't play video games. I don't watch sports, and I cut my own hair.
Yeah. Andy calls.
We spend our money on booze. High quality bourbon.
That's right.
Yeah, Andy's got his hair fund, so the money he saves in his hair, not getting it cut, he spends on comic books.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, the topic, everybody in the chat. So welcome everybody. This is a show that I look forward to every freaking week. I hope everybody else does as well. And we are going to get sexy. So I'm thinking that maybe we should try to narrow down to the sexiest comic book female of all time. And also, while we're trying to get to that point, maybe we can show some of our sexy renditions and what we've contributed over time to the sexy comic book pages.
I got nothing.
What? Yeah, see, I took it the wrong. I took it. So here's the way I took it. I picked 3 different artists that I like that have drawn, sexy renditions of characters. So that's the way I took what your suggestion was.
See, the way I took it was find the 3 sexy illustrations out there that hit you like you're like, God damn, that's nice. And then we were gonna pick the sexiest of all time.
The way I took it was show me your 3 best that you've drawn. So
you draw really good ladies, man.
That's how I took it, Aaron.
Yeah, that's not my bag.
Yeah, I didn't take it that way. And I mean, I could find some, but I haven't. Wow, I'd have to go hunting.
Well, then maybe we should start.
I can find one. Hold on.
We should start with Aaron then, since he got the gist of the topic.
Well, let me tell you, when you draw as many women as I do, it's hard to pick just 3. And I'm not really what you'd call I draw pretty girls. I don't necessarily try to draw them. Oops, wait a minute. Hit the wrong button.
Well,
I don't try and, I'm not trying to draw salacious or necessarily sexy. But I did pick 3 that I'm kind of fond of. And these are all commissions. They're not pages from comics. So I hope that's okay.
No, it's all good. And Aaron, you are way playing down your ladies. Your ladies are, I know what you mean by sexy, but I still think they're very sexy. So I wasn't talking about like gratuitous, like, you know, girls in nightgowns, although, you know, if we have those.
Well, I sort of have this. I did this this first one here. I don't know. Can you? Yeah, there we go. That's
wow.
That's way back in 05 when I was just realizing that I could do like pieces like this and put it up on eBay and make money.
Wow, Aaron's old stuff was better.
Yeah.
Shit. Phrase we've all heard.
It was just there. That's a beautiful piece.
Oh, thank you. Obviously, that's White Queen in her Silvestri lingerie outfit, because that's how women dress when they fight crime. And
that's right.
So I had a run on these doing. Everybody wanted a White Queen, and I just quit doing them in the lingerie because I kept thinking, what am I doing? You know. So I kind of.
I love the graphic,
Aaron, we know what nature doing. Of it. You're making money is what you're doing. There's nothing wrong with it.
Art, I found two.
Okay.
I found two.
All right.
Okay, so you want to go back to Dan then? You want to kind of jump around, do something a little different?
Whatever.
Sure. Let's see what Dan's got.
All right, let me share my screen. Yeah, man. That's like, I never considered my like females my strong suit. You know, I'm more of a tech and gear kind of guy. Mm-hmm. This was something I drew for somebody who was pitching a Foxy Brown movie, and they wanted Halle Berry as Foxy Brown.
Nice. That's nice.
Ooh, I like that.
Thank you.
I'd love to see that movie.
Yeah, I would too. I would, especially if she was running around like that. And then I was asked to draw a Halloween themed piece, and I thought, you know, I would feature a spooky woman. This one, it's the best picture I can find on the internet. This is my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
do you normally dress like that around the house, you lucky dog?
Not anymore.
So keep the comments tame.
Yeah, no, she used to. You know, but we all. I used to be. I used to have hair. You know.
Yeah, a lot of used to, right?
Hey Dan, that's not where I thought you were going with that. I thought you were going to say I used to dress like that as well.
No, well, parts. You know, I had socks like that. You know,
you're a sweet transvestite.
I am. But that's it. That's about all I got. I mean, when I think about the women I've drawn, there's actually, you know what? I just thought of one. Viper from Wolverine. I drew Viper one time in a Wolverine issue, and they probably again, it's going to be fucking hard to find. No, I know what I can do though. And you guys talk amongst yourselves, otherwise I have to
get I'm looking
air open.
Well, everybody,
why don't you throw Aaron's second one up?
Yeah,
do Aaron's second one.
Dan's looking.
Yeah.
All right. Let me get in there and we'll share another one. I'm fully loaded and ready to go here.
You're cock locked.
Apparently.
And ready to go.
Mm-hmm. All right, there's another one for you.
Oh, look at that.
A little more recent.
Oh, yeah. Look at that little Black Canary action.
That's right. So, yeah, it's really strange. I think 90% of my commissions or requests are for female characters. I mean, go figure. What do you think that means? Let's say about the industry in general. I mean,
yeah.
So, you know,
means you draw hot chicks.
Yeah. The funny thing is, growing up, you know, we all, when you start drawing comics or superheroes or whatever, when you're, you know, 9 or 8 or 7. I mean, I started in kindergarten, but I didn't really start drawing superheroes till I discovered comics when I was, you know, maybe 8 or 9, you know, and I started finding it up for Zeta and things like that. But so at that point, all you draw is like male figures, right? Superheroes.
Mm-hmm.
Then you start to get to a point where you realize, oh, I got to start drawing women. So you start drawing women, and your women look like dudes with long hair, right?
Yep.
this
and stuck on boobs.
Right. And then you start to figure out the form and everything. And my mom, who's still with us, by the way, and cuts my hair for free.
Oh wow, braggart.
Yeah.
She was like a George Petty fan growing up. You know, she liked pinup art. And so she browbeat me to death on my women when I was young.
Oh, that's awesome.
She was like, they're not pretty enough. The figure's wrong. You got to do this. You got to do that. So she really made sure that I understood how to draw females, and they didn't just look like, you know, dudes with long hair and boobs. So I give my mom the credit for pushing me into to draw women better.
The same woman who sat you down and made you watch Star Trek too.
That's right. My mom got me into Star Trek, so
that's a great mom.
She is.
Your mom.
I wish I still had your mom here because I still draw my women like men with boobs. So,
well, I can go get her. She's in the other room. But
I mean, your mom sounds awesome. Why didn't you get those traits?
Guys, if you use bad language though. So.
Oh shoot! Well.
What'd you say, Andy?
I said your mom sounds awesome. Why didn't you get any of those traits?
I got all my dad's bad habits.
I don't know what it is tonight. I'm all hyped up.
Oh,
I had
Andy's
sugar.
on fire.
I had sugar. That's what happens.
Andy had some caffeine today.
I did.
Oh, and let me before we move back to Frag-a-Boom, I'll just point out for those in the audience that are of any interest at all, the flesh tones on there are all colored pencil, and then of course the jacket and stuff is Copic markers.
And if you want, Aaron puts these commissions together live on his channel, so you can see the process on Aaron's YouTube channel, and they are quite amazing.
Are they all still up?
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna watch those. Those were great, man.
Let me ask you guys. They're starting to throw commercials in front of my videos now on YouTube, and I'm still not monetized.
That hasn't anything to do. It just means you're not getting paid. It's their right, but it's their platform. So as you're ramping up, they're noticing that you'll get monetized soon enough, and then you'll start participating. But I'll tell you what, man, ads, they don't pay that much. It's like $1 per 1,000 views.
Yeah. Hey, since we're talking about that, let me ask you a question. Last night I had Adam Kubert on my show.
Awesome show, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Great show.
Thank you. It was a great show, and I had set it up. You know, it said not for kids, and I set the thing for monetized. You know, monetized and saved it and everything. And I look at it today, and it shows that the green $ is not green. It's non-monetized.
Is it yellow or is it red?
It's nothing. It's like it was never clicked, and it said I earned nothing, and yet during the show I got a whole bunch of super chats.
Yeah,
well, those you'll get. Those you'll get. It means it's not monetized for ads.
For ads, yeah.
Yeah, no, they're not going to steal your super chats, dude. They won't.
Are you sure? Because
I'm sure.
Didn't list anything, and I
that's
don't know
not that's not what monetization means in that regard. Super chats.
Graham's, yeah, and sometimes when you click the monetization button, they won't okay you right away. So sometimes, like the next day, because they might be viewing your channel or your that show to see if there's any bad content, whatever. So sometimes you don't get that $ right away. But I do believe you are being monetized. I've always had it come through. I think maybe there was one time that the monetization didn't come through, and it was because I got dinged for something. I think I was playing a video or there was a song playing or something like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Graham, have you ever got shut down for showing movie clips?
I've had it. It's usually Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers will ding it and say that you can't use it, but I can challenge it, and I've always challenged it, and I've always won. Because I'm using it as educational and for commentary.
Just say it. Just say it because you're Graham Nolan.
Well, I throw that in there, obviously.
Just fucking say it.
I created Bane.
Yeah. You're like, oh, motherfucker. It's Warner Brothers. Oh, yeah. Bane,
you owe me money anyway, you sons of bitches. You should let me.
Yeah.
I got shut down twice in the middle of my live stream Sunday because I was doing my top 10 movies of all time, and I had clips for each movie, and YouTube cut me off twice.
Shit. How long?
Aaron, did you have sound playing? Did you have sound?
Yeah.
Yeah, turn the sound down, because what I've heard is YouTube will pick up more on the sound algorithms or whatever than the visual. So what I always do when I play like a trailer or a clip, I just turn the sound down.
And you have to EFAP it too.
What is
the
that?
other thing you can
Every
do
frame of
is-
pause. It's not every frame, but it's like play less than like 5 seconds. What commentary? Play
I see.
commentary.
Well, I think the other thing you can do too is go to settings and playback settings and speed it up to 1 1/4. So you don't notice a huge difference, but it kind of messes with the algorithm some because you sped it up a little bit.
Interesting.
Or slow it down 0.75. You know what I mean? So either bump it one or lower on the playback speed.
All right.
So who's going next? With
I got one more.
One more. There we go.
I found it. That's the one.
Look at that.
Lady Longlegs. Viper. I only had one chance to draw sort of a big shot of her because every other one, that damn Frank Thierry, there weren't a lot of opportunities to draw her sexily, which was okay because this whole series was more about the fighting. It's kind of a Ultimate Fighter Championship with Wolverine in it, and she was kind of running them. But this was one of the times. Very few times. Like I said, I'm mostly known for like tech and gear and guns and bullets and tough guy stuff.
Yeah, but when you do it, Dan, when you do it, you shine. This is incredible and very damn sexy.
Thanks, man. Thank you very much. So that's it. But I'm looking forward to when we get to. I mean, I want to see the other guys' stuff.
I
learn every time I see new shit.
I found 3, but I got the first one up. There it is. So storytelling page.
Sonia.
Saucy.
So yeah, I figured I'd do one that was actually printed. The other 2 I have are commissions. But yeah, so this was from Red Sonja Claw, splash page of issue 3. Or no, page 3.
I'm wearing a Red Sonja shirt right now.
Look at you.
Yeah.
See?
Look at that.
Wait, hold on. Let's go to Dan.
Oh yeah.
Nobody drew Red Sonja like Frank Thorne, though.
No.
Well, that's the funny thing. So I actually, when I thought we were supposed to find other artists' pieces, one I picked is a Frank Thorne Red Sonja.
God damn, that's nice, Andy. Did you end up inking that, or did someone else ink it?
No, it was printed from pencils.
Oh, okay.
It's a nice subtlety there, Andy.
It's really there's a real nice softness to it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what you want with the ladies too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
God
So
damn,
yeah,
that's nice.
So that's one.
And I
kind of just want to go through all 3 right now, or bounce around, or what?
Yeah, I mean, do you have a piece, Graham?
Oh yeah, I've got a bunch. So
okay, is it the one that's already up?
Yeah, that one's not mine. I just wanted to bring that one up first because I wanted people to understand where I come from as far as when I approach drawing sexy girls, and that is my favorite is Bob Oxner.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
You know, his girls are always those girls next door, and they're sexy without being sexual. And I love that about his work. There's a cuteness to it. So that's the kind of stuff that I look for, or I try to approach when I'm drawing stuff.
Wait. What was that from? That Shazam? What was that from?
It was the Mary Marvel story in Shazam 19.
Okay, so that was
I'll tell you,
early 70s Shazam, right?
Yeah, it was one of those 60-cent giants, I believe.
Okay, cool.
Well, I'll tell you, like one of the sexiest characters for a long time when I was younger was Invisible Girl.
I have sex with her often.
I thought she was kind of matronly, you know.
Yeah, me too. I always thought she was like America's mom. I could never.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, it must have been the Namor thing. Like, it worked for Namor, it worked for me.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. So this is my character Mac from this is a Return to Monster Island, and it's just a scene at the beach. and you know, I try to approach it, you know, with a naturalism, but still, you know, I tried to have her have that girl next door look, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
very
Beautiful.
cute. I love the seagull panel. That's very clever. I love that.
You handle that hat like a champ too. That's not an easy hat to draw.
Yeah, one of those floppy little straw hats.
Yeah, you know who had hat trouble? I learned was Lou Fine.
Really?
Yeah. Eisner said that when he was doing the spirit stuff, the one thing that Lou Fine couldn't get down was the hats. That his hats were always being fixed.
Interesting.
Huh.
Yeah,
it is interesting.
That's a major part of the character too, the hat.
Yeah.
Hey, now what's going on here?
Uh-oh.
So
death dealer.
This was a commission for a female death dealer.
I think death was dealt.
death was dealt.
Yeah.
He was killed by two boobies.
Yeah, he said "ogle," and she just cut his head off.
She distracted him so that he couldn't raise his sword.
Powers, them shits is powerful. Ass titty.
That's it.
Hashtag ass titty. Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, look at that. There you go.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
So this was, you know, just a kind of a, you know, good girl type piece.
Now, is this a crossover with Starlight Cats?
Oh.
That's funny.
That's beautiful, man.
Thank you.
So
I got
relaxed and
I got a couple more.
Natural.
If you want me to show them.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah. That's what this is.
You got time to kill.
All right.
Oh, I remember that.
This one actually, I didn't mean to put in here because it's really not sexy.
Well, it depends on if you're an ass man. There's a.
Yeah, it's true.
That's a woman butt right there.
This is the one I meant to put up.
Oh, baby.
He's satisfied. What did they do in that tunnel?
Exactly. The client collects you know, Superman and Wonder Woman in romantic situations, and I'm just so tired of seeing the two of them doing air dancing, you know, and I can't stand the two of them as a couple anyway. I think it's stupid and it's ridiculous.
Wait. But haven't you heard the argument of that? Like, if he is faster than a speeding bullet, that when he does what he does, wouldn't it just tear up a human being?
Well, you know what? I don't like to apply science to these.
That's why I always say it has to be with someone like Wonder Woman, because who else? You know, it's like, you know, because lovemaking is passionate, right? Like, he'd kill someone if he was really into it.
You're just you're really uncomfortable. You need to stop.
I'm sorry.
You know what? Sorry, you know, Batman would be stuck in traffic in Gotham City too.
It's
if
true.
Apply real science, so
it's true.
Not if he used a helicopter.
Yeah, or the hydrofoil that I designed.
That's true.
But you know, that's one of those, you know, tropes that you accept. But anyway, I decided I wanted to do one of those
so good.
Mort not Weisinger.
Rucker?
No. Back in the 50s. God, what was that guy's name? He used to do all these kind of whimsical covers for DC, for Superman and Batman.
Meskin?
No, not Meskin. I might have Mort wrong too.
Jack Ward, maybe it's not, I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember. Anyway, so that's the approach I took with it. It was like I wanted to do something different, and the client really liked it.
Oh, so
it's a great piece.
It's excellent.
No, when I was doing Rex Morgan, MD, this is the nurse, the wife of Rex Morgan, and the guy wanted a cheesecake picture of her.
That's great.
Want a cheesecake for his birthday dinner?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like that.
So, I think that's all I got.
And so we got Andy.
I've got more too. So
I got more.
Let me show one, and then we'll come back to Andy. How's that?
All right.
Sure.
All right. If you insist.
Well, you show all of Graham's and you cut the rest of his off. I mean, what's that all about?
Yeah,
I
Graham.
asked.
Yeah, I found one more. I did find one more. If we're talking about
nice one there.
Yeah.
Actually, I can say this. I got to say this about Art's work. You know, I had no idea you drew this well. You know, back in the day. I mean, I figured you just were an inker or whatever, but you do some really nice work, Art.
Well, thank you. Yeah, my daughter actually did the layouts for this. Brian Polito wanted my daughter to do a painted cover, but she was a little nervous about it. So I told her, I said, do a layout, I'll tighten it up, and then I'll ink it. And so this was a jam piece between Amanda and myself.
Nice.
That must be so cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was weird though. I heard that Johnny Romita Jr. said this about, or like actually it was Johnny Romita Sr. said this about Johnny Romita Jr. I was fortunate enough to go out to dinner with him and his wife. It was one of those once in a lifetime things. You look back and you go, holy shit, did that really happen? And he said, JR never really asked any questions about drawing. He never kind of came in like he was interested or anything like that. And so he said, I always respected that and never really got, into it with him. So that's how my daughter is. Like, she doesn't really, like, if she gets into a problem here or there, she'll ask me. But for the most part, she just kind of does her own thing. And so I always remember that Johnny Romita Sr. Story about JR. So I didn't worry about it. So if JR came out that good, then, hopefully, it works. So, yeah, so this was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive.
Rad.
Variant cover. And
nice. Who did the colors?
It was Thomas Mason.
I know Thomas Mason.
Oh, yeah.
Really good.
I like Thomas's stuff.
He's brilliant. I really like him. I worked out a great relationship with him. I did a lot of work with him. Yeah. And when it came to Comicsgate, he just could not tolerate me anymore.
Oh, I cannot tolerate that Comicsgate.
I actually didn't want to say that, but because I was like, really? He did something with you? And then you brought it up. So it's like, okay.
Yeah, but that was all like past tense. So he was going to color black and white. And then when he found out Comicsgate, he was like, nope.
Ridiculous. I found one and it brought back memories because Graham was saying how sometimes you get commissions from people and you go, oh man, there's sort of a trope thing that I could do, and he had this Batman sketchbook, and it was he said I could pick any character I want, and I saw a lot of Jokers, a lot of Riddlers, and Batman, Robin, and and such. So I thought I would go for a character not a lot of people go for. He was not impressed with my choice. But I said, give me a chance. I'll make it sexy. And he said, okay. So this is what I did for him. I chose Alfred.
Oh, yeah.
And, there's nothing sexier than, just taking your morning deuce.
Who was that for?
This was for Christian Miller.
That's awesome.
My buddy up in Amesbury. And because I said, there's no Alfreds. And he said, what is he going to do? Just here's your sandwiches, sir, or here's your jacket, or here's your phone. I said, no, man, Alfred's life isn't just about serving Batman. In fact, Batman's cowl and shit is in the laundry hamper. This is Alfred time. And he's reading an issue of Superman. I try to do some storytelling. He's on his second cigarette, and I know a cigarette takes 7 minutes to smoke, so he's been there for at least 7 minutes. I also put the toilet paper.
That's a lot of thought.
Yeah, I put the toilet paper on there wrong because it's his bathroom, and he can be defiant if he wants to. That's Poobie Gone spray, and I wrote my name in toothpaste. So. I thought
is that a hamper with the bat cowl and the bat cowl?
Yes. Yeah. He's like, all I'm doing is lawn. No, I'm taking a shit.
Well, that's the thing. It's an unwritten thing. When a man goes into the bathroom, Batman knows too. You don't bug him. He yells in the mansion, "Alfred, where are you?" Alfred's like, "I'm in the bathroom," and right then, Bruce is like, "I'm all good.
I know you're smoking in there.
I know you're smoking. I have cameras everywhere."
That's literally Alfred taking a cigarette break. I like it.
A clean break one too, you know.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that thing about the toilet paper though, because my wiring is such. I'm like, the toilet paper's on backwards, Dan.
Oh no, dude. I will if I go, because my wife does. She just puts it on arbitrarily, and so do the kids. I will, if I'm in there, I turn it around.
Yep.
Who wants to fucking underroll that shit? Nobody.
You can't get
honestly
to it.
Just don't care.
Yeah.
So Andy, you got another one?
There.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Andy's on fire today. Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
That's what's her face?
Baroness.
Guy Joe.
Baroness. Yep.
The Baroness.
Yeah. Wow, that's a lot of detail.
Well, it was a commission for a reward from last year for someone, so they paid for it. So
nice.
You know, there's always something weird about this character is the glasses. Like it's I don't know why it works, but it works. Like
it's hot librarian, dude.
That's right.
She's like a hot librarian with guns.
I'm hot for
exactly.
teacher, you know.
Yeah. She's smart and sexy. So
that's right.
Deadly, which makes it even sexier.
Yeah,
that's right.
She can shoot guns and knows the Dewey Decimal System.
He's not afraid to touch microfiche. Wait a second.
Yeah.
I can tell you this: I never want to draw her again.
Oh, she's a pain in the ass to draw.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
at least the way I do it.
The belts and the locking shit on the. Oh my god, that stuff is a nightmare to draw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes.
You know what I'd find a nightmare is just the emblem on her chest.
That too.
That was one of the hardest parts, actually. The straps and stuff weren't so bad, but that was definitely one of the hardest parts.
Yeah, draw it in perspective with the proper, I guess, landscaping.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then another one is a sketch cover from a con.
Hey, baby.
That I liked. So. Little slave Leah.
Yeah, and Andy didn't think he had anything cool to share.
What's that?
And Andy didn't think he had anything cool to share.
Well, I just went searching. So,
all right.
Yeah. So, and here's the funny thing: going back to your Graham, your talk with Adam last night.
Mm-hmm.
I totally understand what he was talking about when he was like, you know, what really freed me up is with his own inking was having to do sketches at conventions.
Right.
Because you don't have time to pencil that shit tight. You've got to get it done. And it's so funny, like even this past weekend when I was at South Carolina Comic-Con, I did a few sketches for people. It was the same thing. I just did it. You know, I took out a pretty big fat pencil that wasn't sharpened and just drew some stuff down and then just got a pen, brush pen, and started inking it. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, why can't I do this at my desk at home?
I know.
You know, and it's because there's no pressure. I don't have somebody sitting over me, you know, or they walk away, you know how it is, but still, you know, it's like that pressure isn't there.
I'm the opposite. Like I feel more pressure when people are watching me. So like I'm on it. Yeah, I'm like I got to work fast. I got to perform. I got to talk. I got to do this work good. You know, like yeah, it's the whole dog.
Well, no, that's what I mean. Because of that pressure at a show, something in my brain just like clicks in, and I just go. Whereas when I'm at my desk here, I'll like the past couple of days I've been kind of in a groove, but there are lots of times where I just overthink stuff too much.
At a con, you don't have time. Yeah.
Right.
That must be what porn stars feel like. You know, at home, they no pressure, but you know, when they're working, everybody's looking at them.
What are you talking about?
Cameras.
But he's keeping it sexy, man.
Keeping it sexy. Come on, Solo.
Gosh, it's like people going this Nelson flag is
off the road. No, I'm talking about the pressure of a lot of people watching you while you're working.
I see. Okay, okay. Took me a little bit, but I've made the connection. Okay.
Well, I always think all the pressure's on the guy anyway. So.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from.
The girl can fake it.
Absolutely.
I know anything firsthand, but.
Are we going to talk about some of our favorite sexy pieces?
Well, let's show Aaron's first, and then and then we can get into that. Yeah, definitely.
I was never a Legionnaire fan until now.
You know, it's funny. There is this Legion fans are like rabid, man. They're like they're not a huge number, but boy, I did one issue of Legion, and I had someone come and bought every single page.
Whoa!
Wow. The entire issue, right?
Wow.
And, so I get these occasionally. I get requests for Legion characters, and I didn't even know who this was. They're like, "Can you do Andromeda?" And I'm like, "Sure." And then I got to go look up and find out who it is. But this turned out really well. So it was one of my favorite pieces I've ever done. So I thought I'd bring that one up for showing.
It's great. I want to explain this for Past Master Dan. Has anyone tried explaining what Comicsgate is to their loved ones who hear us laugh like maniacs when we're on here? Have you guys ever tried to explain any of these antics to, I guess, your wife or family?
As far as what Comicsgate represents, you mean?
Well, I mean, just having fun. I think he's talking about having fun, in these live streams.
Oh.
This is how I am all the time.
Yeah, I know.
Same.
Yeah. I mean, Art. We've known each other a really long time. I mean, I've known you since you had dark hair. You've known me since I had hair, and that's a long time ago. And there was a lot of shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
You remember the Jim Lee clock?
I don't remember the Jim Lee clock.
Somebody at Extreme Studios, we had a clock, and it was one of those cat ones with the eyes that go back and forth.
Right.
And you remember it now?
Yes.
Okay, and the tail broke off. So we blew up an image of Jim Lee's face. That was always a wizard. Like Jim Lee was everywhere, right? So we Xeroxed and blew up this face, and then we cut out the eyes, and then we glued it to the clock. And you just see Jim Lee's eyes just rock back and forth all day.
Watching.
I do remember Jim came to Extreme, and he was hanging out, and he comes into my office like, "Hey Art, how you doing?" We're talking, and you can't see it when you walk in, but it's right by the door when you walk out. And so then, we had a good conversation. Then he walks out the door, and he just looks over.
Yeah.
He knows how I am. He knows how I am. He just shook his head. He didn't even say anything, and he walked out.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's hysterical.
Yep.
I got one more, Art.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Holy
shit.
Oh.
Another chained up Red Sonja.
Graham, you probably can think about what inspired that cover. You're old enough and like the old comics, Golden Age stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, it kind of reminds me of the cover for, was it Savage Sword #1?
No,
only Conan is chained.
That is honestly what I was thinking.
No.
I like what Dude's about to do, though. He's like,
I'm going to grab some, or I'm going to poke you with a rough stick.
No, you have to. It's actually Famous Funnies, one of the Frazetta covers. There's this kind of a goblin guy in the foreground, and Buck Rogers is back against the wall, and he's got the girl behind him, and he's got his pistol out. It's not Red Sonja, it's this guy in the foreground that I kind of concept.
And he's shooting those green guys that are coming down the stairs on the right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a great cover.
Okay. Yeah.
We should have known, Aaron. If it isn't Frank Frazetta, it's Bernie Wrightson. So
right, I'm ripping off somebody, but it's usually one of those two guys.
Well, if you're gonna rip somebody off, those are the guys to rip off. But you're not ripping anybody off.
No,
all right.
The Sonja figure is that as it was just that guy in the foreground. I had a mental image of it as I was drawing the thing, and I was like, oh yeah, that's just like so it's like you start swiping stuff and you don't even realize you're doing it, because he's just back in your memory banks, and you realize after you've drawn it, you go, wow, that looks just like that dude from the Frazetta cover, and sure enough, it sure did. So
look at that. Nice.
Ooh, Mary Jane.
So this is a con drawing, Mary Jane. So I was
That's
really
a freaking
happy.
con drawing. You did that at a con?
Ain't that a con? Are you out of your mind?
Is that whiteout for webs?
What's that?
Is that whiteout or Frisket for the webs?
It's just whiteout.
Like a pen?
Yeah, just real quick.
Real awesome work on the. Is that like thumbprint?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can kind of see the textures.
There it is. So if anybody wants Art's fingerprints
on their boobs,
check out the booties. Dude, that's gorgeous.
I can't believe you did that at a convention. Good lord.
Lot of textures happening in there. The spatter, the webbing.
Is that India ink you used on her shirt?
Yeah.
And then so you smudged it while it was still sort of damp?
Yeah, you know what? I don't know what I did. I think I dry brushed in there first.
Yeah, and then came in with whiteout after.
Yeah, and then I went in with gray tones, and then I just kind of
Yeah. You put white on your finger, or how did you get your fingerprint going?
Yeah, I just paint at cons. Actually, I do it here at the studio too. I just paint my fingertip, and then I just dab it down.
Oh, interesting. I never thought of that. That's cool. You got a little splatter in there. That's nice.
Yeah, because the webbing on our hands is like a grad on its own.
Yeah.
You know?
So yeah,
do a sketch for me to show, Art.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I had it drawn out, but I inked it at the show, and I think it was a slow show, so I had more time to spend.
I was going to say, of course, when Art's at a show, he only does like 2 sketches the whole weekend.
I do. I used to do like 8 to 10, but now I really only do like 2 or 3.
Yeah, they're nice.
What do you charge for a sketch like that?
I think it's around like 100, 120.
No, man, I'll have
That's a freaking steal.
Yeah, you got to raise that price.
I think they are higher now, but I think at the time it was like 120. So I think I charged like 180 for something like this now.
You got real handsy on this one.
Yeah. I did get handsy, and then everybody else is showing their red.
Oh, that's nice. Was that a cover, or what was that for?
Yeah, this was a Dynamic Forces cover.
Yeah.
Wow, dude, colors? Who did those?
Blow it up.
Who did the colors, Art?
This is oh my gosh, he's from India, and he works with Dream Color
Mirage
with Priya Parai.
Oh, okay, man, this guy knows what he's doing. It's painterly.
Yeah, he's really good. Yeah, and he did some of the black and white pages, so he's from that studio.
That's rad.
Oh wow,
that goblin head is awesome.
Yeah. I like the double lighting on them too.
Yeah,
the color is really nice.
Yeah,
that's real nice.
Yep.
Thanks, guys. I do appreciate it. Yeah, coming from you guys is freaking phenomenal.
Is there fingerprints on her boobs too?
I'm looking. I don't think I was as handsy as Dan says on this one. Yeah. So I think that's all for mine.
So now, do we go to figure out who our favorite female character is, or is that the next step to this?
Oh my God!
Oh, there you go. Who's that? Who posted that?
I did.
Nice.
I picked three images that really hit me the first time I saw them, and I remember the first time I saw Dave Stevens' Betty Page. I was like, that is right up my alley. Then there was another piece that hit me like a ton of bricks, so much so I have the poster hanging right behind me. It is this one. This image is everything. It's literally like, that is the template.
Look at that panther hugging that tree up there with that arm.
Yeah, it's so good. I mean, the cats, the texture. And then last but not least,
just back up, Dan. Have you guys ever seen the original of that?
I heard about it. I heard that it's caked with paint on paint.
It's got
all the versions.
Yeah, up the moss on the tree. They use he used modeling clay and put that up there, and then he thinned out the the oil paint so that it could seep down into the little holes and stuff and get that 3-dimensional look. That's why it pops off.
Man, it sure does.
How clever is that?
Yeah, it's
sure
amazing.
Does. And then this next one.
Hey, Dan, let me get this before these always get away from me. Thank you so much, North Free, for the $5 super chat. I do appreciate it. Hail the professionals. Are any of you guys selling art in EVS's auction Saturday or Friday and Saturday? I'm not going to be there Friday, but I will be there Saturday. How about you guys?
I'll be up on Friday.
Possibly, maybe. I know I'm on the Pop XP tomorrow night. And I'm
on there tomorrow too.
Yeah, and I'm hanging out with Yellow Flash on Saturday night, but later, like 10 o'clock. So if I can get it in there.
I don't sell my originals, so I'm not on there.
Oh, you can sell sketches.
Yeah, I don't have
That's all I do.
To sell right now. I have nothing to sell.
I just got cover sketches sitting around that from the past year of not doing conventions. So
Graham should go on and just sell his soul. Just get it over with.
Man. He's a cool cat. He's a cool cat, so he's got 9 souls. He's got enough to spare. Okay, now this next one isn't like the sexy illustration, but it's a sexy moment. And I remember the first time I saw it as a kid. I saw it. It was a back issue when I saw it. But who was not smitten with Mary Jane?
Oh yeah,
of course, yeah.
I remember the first time I read this, I was like, "Who is that?" Because
that's the girl who was behind the potted plant for 38 other issues.
I know.
Yeah. So yeah, this moment, I mean, and that's kind of a hot outfit for the time, right? Like sleeveless.
Well,
it's funny because in Dan's actual issue of this, his fingerprints are on her chest.
It's true. It's true. Probably 2 parts Captain Crunch, 3 parts chocolate milk, the other 3 pubescent sweat.
Dan gets handsy with his own comics.
Well, when you guys are talking about having the hots for the Invisible Girl, I'm like, I sleep with her every day.
Right there. Yeah. So how about you? Like, because what I was thinking is we would go with like what we thought was the hottest comic book lady, and then kind of maybe have a vote and see what the cat thought. But we can do it this way as well, just hot imagery.
Let me think about it.
I've got one, but okay. I would preface this whole the theme here as to a lot of times it's going to depend on who's drawing the character, right, as it is the character, right?
Yeah.
And, so let me show you my pick for that. But I also I don't know why. Well, I'll wait till I show the picture and then I will comment on why. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude.
Well, of course, anybody Adam Hughes draws is suddenly the sexiest woman in comics. But when Byrne took over She-Hulk and she became the sensational She-Hulk instead of the savage She-Hulk, that's when I sort of like. And I actually was supposed to take over that series, but that's another story. But anyway, after Byrne left, but that I would say if I had to like pick a character. Because she's like the ultimate Amazon, right? I guess other than Wonder Woman, but Wonder Woman is pretty much America's mom for me. I could never really look at her as, if you were in a comic, would you date her kind of thing? And
Linda Carter
was it for me. Not the current She-Hulk. They've turned into some like dude, but.
Well, the John Byrne She-Hulk. I mean, there was the proper amount of just like cheese and comedy with sexy. Right. I thought it was a perfect blend.
Yeah, that was a great book. It was funny. It was entertaining. It was cute. It was a good book.
Art Adams did a good She-Hulk too when he drew her in Long Shot.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. He had like the leg warmers on her and stuff.
Yeah.
She was a maniac.
She
had the headband. Yeah. So I saw one. Is this Andy? Is this you?
Oh yeah. Is it the Vampirella?
Yeah,
that's
look
it.
at that.
Oh, good call. Good call.
That is just Man.
Yeah.
Now, is that San Julian or is that Jose Gonzalez who painted that?
Jose Gonzalez drew it, and then somebody else painted over it.
Okay.
Stunning. I mean, it's iconic as all get up.
Gonzalez. Jose Gonzalez is freaking unbelievably good.
Yeah. Pepe.
And that's just, I mean, his black and white work was just fantastic.
I know. It was just incredible.
The way his inking style and everything.
Oh, I know. It just, those issues are incredible. But Vampiro is a little too trashy for me. But Jose Gonzalez, though.
Yeah.
Well, then there's also
Red
Sonja.
I'm afraid of her. That's not someone you'd want to have a crush on. I think she'd just slice you in half.
Dude, when Byrne drew her and Team Up, what was that, 79?
Something like that.
It was a Terry Austin ink job, like one of the first times they worked together. Dude, smitten, sold, done.
Yeah, but Aaron, what a way to go! Like with Red. Like, can you imagine? You're like, well, I'm not even going to get into it because you guys won't like it.
Oh, I don't care.
I was going to get very, very rude, but yeah, the last thing you see is her axe coming down. You know,
say ass.
Hey man, if I'm coming and going, I'm okay with it.
Go out with your boots on.
Oh,
that's right. So yeah, so that's those are a couple I pulled.
Let me get this. We got Edwin. We got Edwin the Ace, the legendary Edwin the Ace is live to go for $2. Thanks for the super chat. Art, you need a bald cap to fit in on the stream.
It's true.
Oh man.
Either that or we need wigs.
We all need wigs.
We should have like the next one. We should all find hair to wear so we can fit in with him and Billy.
Yeah.
Well, Billy's the teen sensation, so none of us can trump that dude.
That's right.
The chicks dig him. Hey, we got Kelsey Shannon in the house.
What, Kelsey?
Oh, yeah. When I told Kelsey what the name of the show was, he laughed his ass off. He said, "Professionals." How has no one taken that name yet?
I think there are some out there. There are some out there. I've looked it up.
Yeah, but not like us. There isn't.
Not like us. There ain't nobody.
No,
that's right.
It's 6 of us. Okay, so Graham, do you have one?
Well, I just as a kid, Black Widow.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
In that outfit, and this looks like it's a Ramita inked by somebody else. I was searching for something that Gene Colan had done because
that was done.
Daredevil issues.
Hey, you guys, when you read like her
this shot,
when she came about, like back in the 70s, Graham, I'll ask you this: did you read her with a Russian accent?
No.
I always did.
I did too. I was a Daredevil collector.
I never heard the Russian accent until later on, you know.
Yeah.
But here's Ramita doing her.
Yeah, Graham doesn't see nationalities or skin color.
That's right. That's right. Here's another one.
That's a great shot.
Yeah.
Who did that?
That's Colan, I think. Looks like Colan, and the face looks like maybe Palmer, but the backgrounds don't look like it.
You know what's great about it is like she's taking care of business while putting her clothes on.
Yeah.
And yet it's like crazy sexy, but it's not. It's like it's practical. It's just like, well, I'm multitasking here.
This one I always liked. This was inked by Bill Everett.
Yeah.
Is that over Gene Colan?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely the hairstyle of the time.
Mm.
Well, she's drying it off, man. She's
she's kind of I was going to say it has muss and fuss. There are products that'll take that out.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, as I said, I didn't quite, you know, I was like Aaron. I was thinking of it, and the subject was a little bit different than it was. So I didn't really have anything picked out till I just cobbled this one together. So.
Yeah, we kind of winged this because it was supposed to be Billy this week. So I think we're doing a pretty good job. I'm going to share mine, and It's along the lines of Dan Frega, but slightly different. Slightly different. And it's right here.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, that's great.
Yo,
Yeah.
I have the artist edition, and every time I go through it, I stop on that page for a few extra minutes.
Well, that's the intent, I think, when he drew that.
Oh man, that skirt,
the musculature on her is fantastic. Look at the back muscles.
Great.
She's got the big Frazetta thighs on her.
Hey,
yeah,
the gluteus maximus muscles.
Yeah,
those calves too, man. Good Lord, I want to dip them in hot sauce.
This strip, that Dave did, Rocketeer, was so charming. I mean, I can't think of another word to put on it, but it had that kind of nostalgia to it and a great sense of old school adventure. Mm-hmm. And of course, his artwork was fantastic, but it was also sort of harkened back to, Frazetta or, some of the really good, Hal Fosterish type,
Yeah, you see some Wally Wood touches.
Yeah,
it's like a good throwback.
Yeah, I loved reading this book because even though I'm not from that era, the 50s or 40s, but it was still had that kind of nostalgic, like you were watching an old movie kind of thing to it. I just loved it.
What was the character's name? Was it Jenny?
Jenny,
yeah, Betty, right? I always want to call her Betty, but it's not.
It's Jenny.
Yeah, there's it's a trip because you look at his stuff and there's all that cartoon realism, but all of his vehicles, his planes, his cars, his buildings, very well done. Gluteus Maximus. Yes, my man, the Scotsman. He knows what's up.
He's got your back there, Dan.
That's right.
Yeah. The thing about using Betty Page too is that she does have that girl next door look. Her face is very, very cute and innocent looking, but that body has stories to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the movie with Jennifer Connelly, you're like, whoa.
Yeah, she's
like that movie has the perfect casting.
Everybody.
Like, every one of the comic book characters. What's Peavy? Who's the actor? Alan Arkin.
Alan Arkin.
Alan Arkin.
Yeah.
Holy shit, understated performance. That dude is so
Bill
good.
Campbell.
That movie really holds up too. I just watched it a couple months ago on Disney Plus, and I was like, man, you know what? I like this better now than I did then.
And that was Joe Johnson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The same guy did Captain America: First Avenger. He's so great.
Mm-hmm.
So good. Yeah. Came out of Lucas's camp.
Yep. Yeah. He did stuff on Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, the movie holds up. I think it's one of my top comic book movies of all time.
Well, didn't it come out the same summer as Terminator 2 and kind of get buried?
It got killed. Yep.
It got killed. Yeah, it was like it just came out at the wrong time because I saw it and I was like, this is amazing. Yeah. And it great soundtrack, great casting, great everything.
Dude, when they strap that backpack on that statue and they anchor in the corn.
Yeah. The bubble gum, the lucky bubble gum.
Shit, that's stupid guy shit right there, man. That's
I like how the muscle, the thug is based on Rondo Hatton.
Right.
Oh, yeah. He's got that. He gave him the whole mug.
Literally has the mug. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, pull up my screen. I'm going a route with cartoony stuff from strip art. I love Little Abner.
Women. Yeah. Sadie Hawkins, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the way his stuff was just so nice. I know this is a Frazetta one from the cover, but he was still doing Al Cap. So
he was ghosting for what, 6 years or 9 years or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, he was ghosting for Al Cap, and thank God they had that dispute because if he stayed with the regular money, we would never know.
Yeah.
He must have been.
So I figured
when he was ghosting, how old was he?
Frazetta?
It was, what they say, it was 50,
54, 55?
Well, he was born in 30. I believe he was born in 29.
He was born in 27.
Oh, 27.
Yeah. He was born in 27.
He was in his 30s, early 30s probably.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, okay, so Daisy May is the
this one right here is from 58 to 59.
Yeah.
Who's the dark-haired chick with the pipe? What's her name? Because Daisy May is the blonde, right?
No, this says Daisy May.
That's not Daisy May.
Well, then I don't
she's
know.
like the bad girl, isn't she? On the farm, the dark-haired. That's Daisy May, the blonde.
Hope.
How?
Yo, sweet innocent little pappy's being bird napped by old guys, the lady eagle.
Amazing. That stance.
Oh,
he's putting his foot down.
Yeah,
that's right.
And she's begging. She's begging.
Oh, man.
Oh my gosh. This would not fly today. Just that imagery, as simple as it is, it's
what
like.
Are you talking about, dude? This shit soars with me.
That's right. But dude, check out talking about influence. I've never thought of this till looking at this figure. Look at the small waist, and the proportions of this is really Art Adams-esque.
Oh yeah, I see it.
You know, I never really thought about that before.
I need to pick these up now.
Oh, they're great.
I
always got thrown off by all the other characters. They're kind of goofy looking, you know, but the girls. Oh man. You know, I mean, one of these days we'll have to do a show just on pinup guys like Elfgren and, you know.
Oh yeah.
Guys like Vargas.
The Beverly Hillbillies, like those archetypes from Little Abner, are the brother and sister, right?
Are they really? Yeah, I could see it. I could see it.
The Beverly Hillbillies, wasn't it? What his name's Jethro, and what was her name?
Yeah.
My
watch that word balloon.
Sweet.
The only girls I knew in them shorts was Daisy Duke.
Yeah, well, that's where that comes from.
Yeah, I believe
Daisy May.
L Caps Wolf Gal. Look at that. What is all that? Oh, hey, what the heck? Hey, how did they show that in a comic book? Was that
It's life drawing.
Life drawing.
Yeah, it's from behind. Come on now.
Yeah, but
here you go. Here you go, Dan.
Shoulders like a linebacker.
So it's all the Frazetta years. What is it? 54 to 61?
Yep.
Wow,
okay, there you go. So 7 years. 7 years.
He was on it that long? Holy cow.
He was
on there that long.
Yeah, because Cap was supposed to be a real prick, too.
That's what
I heard.
Well, he had all the money.
Yeah,
that's right.
He did have the money. Those guys made a ton.
Mm-hmm.
Was he part of the Connecticut gang?
Yeah, so wait a minute. Who is
I think so. Okay. I'm not positive.
Yeah, I don't know
if he was or not.
See, the girl with the black hair and the pipe, she's like the bad girl. It's like Betty and Veronica, but I can't remember her name. That's not Wolf Gal, is it?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I'll protect him with every ounce of love in my body. Fucking devotion.
I like that. What are they on his drawing board? There's like a giant inkwell and a pin there. What's that full image?
There you go with that.
Here, go down to that black and white strip right there. It has a girl with the black hair. Maybe we can find out what her name is. No, I can't read it.
I can. Hold on. I'm looking. Let's see. No. Oh, wait. Nope. Doesn't say. All she says in the last panel is forget Daisy May and lets us neck.
If you pass faster,
but she has pipe breath, man. She's smoking out of that.
Oh, God. Unless I mean, the only way you can combat it is to join it. You know, it's like if you go out and someone has garlic fries, you too, if you have those garlic fries, you're safe.
That's right.
You know, so just smoke.
Yeah, you take a hit off her pipe and say, "Let's get it on."
Yeah. What if she's smoking the wacky though, man? What if she's just getting lifted all the time, and that's why no, because she'd be the good girl if so.
Okay, this is Frazetta right here, right?
Oh, you see it?
Yeah,
that has to be. Yeah, I bet you if you look at the Wikipedia on it, it'll break down the characters.
Yeah,
I do agree. I got to pick this stuff up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have these Frazetta ones either. I need to pick. That's right. This is just great stuff.
They're good.
Yeah, thanks for sharing these, man. They're selling a few books tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a palooka.
What a palooka.
Well, does anybody else have anything to add?
I've been sharing my screen, Phil.
Yeah, you can dump mine out.
Wait a minute.
Okay, here we go.
Booyah.
Ooh.
Felicia Hardy, first appearance, Amazing Spider-Man 194. Costume designed by none other than Dave Cockrum. I loved her because she was kind of this dangerous side when Spider-Man was have his relationship as Peter Parker, he was with his girl, but when he was Spider-Man, there was this other thing happening, and it was this tension. Excellent. And pretty much anytime she appears, I dig it. I like the way she was drawn in her first appearance. I like the way McFarlane drew her. I love the way Adam Hughes draws her. I like the way J. Scott Campbell draws her. It's basically Catwoman suit with some fluffiness, and I'm cool with that.
And a mask that doesn't hide anything.
Oh no.
Johnny Rando says Stupefying Jones is the Raven hair.
Stupefying Jones.
That's it. A walking aphrodisiac. Stupefying was stunning, literally. So drop-dead gorgeous that any male who glimpsed her froze petrified in his tracks and rooted to the spot.
Amen.
While she was generally favored by the males of Dogpatch, she could be deadly for a confirmed bachelor to encounter on Sadie Hawkins Day.
Uh-oh.
And in the Broadway play, she was played by Julie Newmar.
Dude.
Oh.
Of course. Dude, in her heyday, I'd say, hey.
Oh, my gosh. Stupefying Jones. That's hilarious.
So there you go. That's my pick. A white hair.
How do you name your born, like she's a little baby and go, hey, let's call her Stupefy. This is my daughter, Stupefy.
It could have been something else, you know.
Well, there's also Earthquake Magoon. So, hey, let's name him Earthquake.
Or Crusher Hogan. Who names their kid Crusher?
The Crusher.
Crusher.
Somebody with balls.
Oh, that's a great cartoon.
So who is the sexiest superhero?
Oh, superhero or comics fiction?
Let's just go superhero. Just for this, we don't have to have images or anything. Just like a quick round robin.
She-Hulk. I'm going with She-Hulk.
I'm gonna say She-Hulk as well.
I mean,
when drawn right.
Yes. Not like now, but
yeah. Not tomorrow, Hulk.
So Andy.
Just to be different, I'll go Dark Phoenix.
Ooh. Oh, no.
Dark Phoenix didn't have that much skin, did she? She was fully covered, right?
No. Yeah, she was fully covered. Yeah. But I mean, she could fucking destroy your mind. She didn't even have to touch you, bro.
That's right.
Okay, I'll go different. Namorita.
Ooh. She's always wet.
When Bill Everett used to draw her when he first created her, she was hot. She was really cute.
Yeah,
she's cute. Yeah. And she's always like Dan says, she's wet and she's always ready for action.
I'm gonna stay with She-Hulk because it turns out
this video's gonna get canceled.
When I think about them, the ladies in comics that I like that are in that super realm, it's the villains. The villains are the ones that are most intriguing, you know, for me. So when you say hero, it's like I'm gonna have to go with She-Hulk.
Well, for me, like I predate like She-Hulk, like because I'm trying to think of like the young Art T. Bear, you know, when I was buying comics in the,
cave drawings don't count.
You know what it was? It was like the Legion of Superheroes, man. It was that Saturn girl. Holy shite.
Okay. I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Saturn girl is?
She's a Dave.
I'm a Marvel zombie. I'm a Marvel zombie. When you break out any DC stuff, I have to go look it up. Sorry, guys.
And honestly, I have very fond memories of the John Byrne She-Hulk stuff. I've got the 2 trades and everything, but 2 guys already said it, so that's why I went the way I went.
But if it's 3, it's majority vote, and she wins, right? So
here, share my screen, Art.
Okay, let me. Oh man, there's Saturn girl. Okay, hold on. It's the Dave Cockrum Saturn girl, by the way. Wait a minute, really?
Yeah, there you go, girls.
Oh, that's the one that Aaron likes. Aaron likes to be tossed around.
What we're talking about, guys. I just want you to know they're in love with She-Hulk. There she is.
Andy Graham just turned on the cold shower.
Come over here. Let me suck you off.
Literally off.
Well, we were talking about like too much woman with Red Sonja.
That's too much man right there.
And you know what the funny thing is? She's more masculine than the Hulk in the last Avengers movie.
Oh,
That's
man.
true.
Shit.
Hey, if you want, just because I remembered this question from last night on Graham's stream about the Spider-Man blue costume.
What is
I
that?
just
Blue and
share
yellow?
my screen so Graham can see it.
Oh yeah.
I wanted
Andy
to know what that was.
Adam didn't know what it was either.
What is that? Never seen.
That's a new thing they're doing now.
It's a new thing they should stop doing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Spider-Man is one of those characters you don't have to futz with, man.
I know, because you can only go backwards. It's like the ultimate costume design.
It's the perfect costume design.
Yeah.
It is the perfect costume.
Like the theory is like, when Coke went new Coke, and they put out an inferior product, and then everybody hated it, and then they clamored for the old back.
Coke classic.
Psychology is put out like crappy Spider-Man outfits, and then everybody's going to clamor for the original.
Yeah.
Though, I have to say, the Miles Morales Spider-Man, I dig. I really like the Into the Spider-Verse Spider-Man. There's something about that.
Spider-Verse won me over.
Yeah, one.
He's a different Spider-Man.
It's a different guy.
And same with Spider-Gwen. I thought at first that when I heard about Spider-Gwen, I was like, what? F that. I don't need this mashup crap. But I like it. I like her. She's actually pretty cool.
You like the hood?
I do. I have the figures.
Yeah, not too much a Spider-Gwen fan, but I do like the Miles Morales character.
He's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I have daughters, so they gravitate towards that stuff. So
right, yeah,
yep.
Makes
Mine
sense
did too.
And he's got cool hair, Miles Morales.
He has hair, and having hair is
any hair is cool.
Right.
Well, the thing I have to say, speaking as an ambassador for us follically challenged, we definitely have beautiful heads to not have hair on. Thank God.
Yeah.
Imagine if you lost your hair and it looked like a fucking potato.
Well, I'm telling you right now, that's exactly how my head looks. So I'm really, really lucky I got this hair.
I mean, this is like crafted. I'm happy to have the dome I have.
I cut my hair really short accidentally, just like to nubs, and my daughter almost cried. She's like, "Don't, Dad. You look like a tomato."
Don't do that ever again.
She's like, "Why did you do that?" I go, "It was an accident." She goes, "Don't do it again."
Don't have accidents, Dad.
Oh, look at this! Everybody's like, "Shave your head, Art."
Do it. Don't grow back.
That's true.
Maybe I'll do it because I got the black and white volume 2 coming out soon. Maybe I'll do like Dan Frega, and instead of the pink bunny outfit, I'll do like I'll shave like a portion of my head every 10,000.
No, make them stretch goals.
Patches.
They're stretch goals. You divide your head into quadrants. Each one's $25,000. You hit that first stretch goal. First quarter comes off.
That's right.
Second stretch goal, 50,000. Bam, the next half comes off.
Just leave the middle so you could be Mr. T-Bear.
Oh yeah,
like
kind of do it. Yeah, kind of do it where you can actually create hairstyles out of it. So you can do the sides first, and then kind of bring it all the way up.
Yeah.
The funniest thing would be is if you only had a quarter left and like the backside of your head, and they stopped donating because they wanted you to keep it.
Everybody think they knew a Shaolin monk.
Yeah. Don't anybody
just keep growing it real long, and I'll have one of those big ponytails.
No, you shave it around to where you have this little circle on the top, and that's it. People are like, "Now we're good."
I love it.
Well, now I got some good ideas how to make some money. So thanks, guys.
Yeah,
that's right.
Absolutely.
I'll monetize my baldness.
Damn you!
There's crazier things.
This crazy thing. Yeah, like dress up like a pink bunny. Oops.
Oh, hey.
Not that we know anybody.
No, I can't think of anybody.
Ain't no bunny I know.
Nope.
Have you put that in the mail to the guy?
He hasn't written me back.
What? So, dude, you need to just go. You need to do another drawing.
Yeah.
Another pick.
That might have to happen.
I hope it's me.
You give them a window of like 2 weeks. If they don't get back to you, time to pick another number.
That's right.
I'm just afraid of somebody making tea out of it. Like just soaking it.
Boil it.
Oh,
yeah, because there's so many drugs I took legally because of surgeries, and then all the other things. Man, the thing would, if someone put it on, they would go to another world.
So you're not going to ship it clean. You're going to ship it dirty.
I'm shipping it completely dirty. Yeah. No, but here's the thing. I always shower before I stream, so it's gonna smell nice.
That's right.
It's might have a bit of a tobacco smell to it.
Drug sniffing dogs won't go up to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna have a fragrance.
It's the damn fragrance.
Dude, you should market that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fragrance boom.
Don't they have those candles that are scented like didn't Gwyneth Paltrow have?
Jay. That's
nasty.
I don't want that.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's something. Yeah,
I don't want. I mean, it depends, but I don't want that.
I want a candle that's like Art's dick sweat.
Oh shit! Dude.
Oh man, you just totally blew out of the water what I was going to say. I was going to say there's that area between your balls and your ass, and that's what you want. But you just went there.
The paint candle.
Paint.
Oh my gosh.
So anybody that's listening that manufactures scented candles, get a hold of the BROFESSIONALS, and
we all have one.
We'll all have one.
Kitty Musk.
Very, very
Aaron
good.
and I are in another place right now.
Yeah,
you're in your safe space.
Yeah, fetal. They're very.
Have you guys said you're safe?
Right in front.
Do we need to have a safe word for this show?
Yeah.
Aaron's like carpal tunnel. That's my safe word. Carpal tunnel.
My safe word's banana.
Oh my God.
All right, you guys. So this was originally supposed to be Billy Tucci's. So I was pinch hitting for Billy. I hope he'll be able to host next week. So BROFESSIONALS should be on Billy's channel next week. So if you guys don't know the dynamic and you're just like tuning in right now, there's 6 of us. So there's Sexy T, there's Frega Boom, there's Aaron Solo Lepresti, there's Andy First Man Smith, Graham Nolan, and Billy Tucci. And so Billy is fulfilling She right now, so he had to take a break from the show, but hopefully he'll be back next week. And so what we do is we alternate every week. We go on each other's shows and we host. So I think after Billy, since I went out of order, who's next? Is it Graham?
Yeah, I think it's me. So
that will be our third run through, right?
Yeah,
maybe.
Complete.
Hey, do you see this post here? This R. Brugerman says, my safe word is boring. Ooh, that's a slap in the face.
That's hurtful.
I'm telling you, we're entertaining. We're not boring. We are entertaining, man.
You know what? This guy just made the list. I'm going to write that down.
Dun, dun, dun,
dun. It's like Viva Zapata, right? It's like, what's your name? I'm going to write your name down.
Write him down.
For those of us who've seen the brand.
Put on the list and strike a name through a line through it.
Yep.
Yeah. What was that movie? It was like oh my gosh, Adam, what is that guy's name? Sandler. And it was, oh my gosh, what's the comedian's name? And he had his list. Was it Happy Gilmore?
Yeah, Stephen Buscemi, where he's killing people on this list, but he was nice to him, so he's like, he crosses his name out. You're safe.
And then it cuts to him putting lipstick on his face.
Yes.
Wait a minute, what movie was this? I missed this.
I think it's Happy Gilmore.
Oh, okay.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Sandler has his moments, especially young Sandler had his moments.
Yeah,
definitely. All right, you guys. Well, thanks to everybody, all my professional friends. Thanks for hanging with me. Thanks to everybody in the chat. And thank you so much for the super chats. And hopefully we'll see you next week on Billy Tucci's channel. So take care, all. Have a good evening.
See you again. Bye-bye.